Right, something a bit different next. So the club have got international academies around the world in 22 countries, and they coach 7,500 kids every month. A lot of those kids are girls aged between 8 and 16, and we've asked them to send us some questions about being a footballer and looking for some advice. So shall we take a look at what being sent in?
Yep. I'll press the first one then.
Hi, my name is Claire and I'm 9 years old and I play for the LFC International Academy in New Jersey, USA. And I am wondering if you bring anything to the game for good luck.
Kind of something that is personal to us. On my shin pads I have a photo of my granddad and a Northern Ireland badge. And I like to kind of know that he's with me when I'm playing, so look, kind of something personal, but I mean, it's worked well for us throughout my career, so yeah, you could say it's a bit of luck. The next one?
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Isabel Piguero. I'm 15 years old, and I wanted to know that when you're playing in front of home and away fans, how do you cope with the distraction?
I think with the distraction aspect of it, once you're in the game, you can hear the fans shouting or singing songs, but you're not really thinking about the fans, you're thinking on the game. So I think it doesn't really affect me in that way, but when you're walking out, the atmosphere at Prenton when they're singing Walk On and stuff, I think it gives you adrenaline going into the game more than a distraction, and I think it makes you up for it. And away games, we've got more of our fans lately at the game, so it's like a home game, so yeah, same.
My name is Caitlin Young and I play for LFC International Academy of Maryland. My question is, what do you do to mentally and physically prepare yourself when you've been in bad form and underperforming?
When I'm underperforming physically, I like to just try and relax a bit more, whether it means not doing a gym session after a training session, or just sort of going out that night to a swimming pool or something, just to literally relax. On the mental side, when I'm underperforming, I always like to go back to games where I've done really, really well, rewatch those games, boost my confidence up a bit, and use positive imagery and sort of talk to myself about, you're not going to make any mistakes today. You imagine yourself making a big save, or you imagine yourself pinging a really good ball. But I'd say the biggest thing I do is look back to previous games where I've had a really, really good game, and then it helps me get back into the mindset again.
Yeah, no, that's a good one.
That was a good question, that.
Hi, my name is Finley Matters. I am 10 years old and I play for the LFC International Academy in Massachusetts, USA. I want to know what you do to work on parts of your game that need improvement.
I think whenever I find something I need to improve, it's because I either struggled in training or in a game in that situation. So watching as much football as I can, try to emulate a player that I want to play like and how they handle it in that situation, and then trying to replicate that as much as I can in training. Also, off the field, mentally visualizing what I would do better. After trainings, I try to pick a couple things I did well or needed to improve on. And instead of just dwelling on it and getting upset about a certain pass or something, I think about okay, how can I do something different, and how that would play out. And again, I think just watching other people helps a lot, so that you can actually have a better understanding of how they solved it, and then try to implement that in your own game.
Sounds. This is me.
Hi, I'm Grace Brown. I'm 14 years old and I play for LFC International Academy, Illinois, USA. And I wanted to know, what is your favorite and least favorite drill you do or have done in training?
I think my favourite drill would probably be a shooting drill, or small-sided games on a Saturday when it's 3 teams. My least favourite, it's got to be defending set pieces, the wind on solar, the ball flies in. I'm like that, trying to mark.
Ow.
I'm good on the edge.
You're broken.
Ow. I'm good on the edge, but when I've been doing the man marking, I took one against Tottenham, big header. But it's not my favourite part of the session.
Yeah.
I'll hold my hands up, say, attacking though, I'm there. Love it. Good question.
Hi, my name is Rita. I'm 17 years old. I play for Liverpool International Academy in Egypt. And my question was, how much much did you need to sacrifice to be where you are, and what was the main thing that helped you to get where you are now?
What have I had to sacrifice? I'd say I've sacrificed quite a bit to get to this point now. Like, sort of up until 2 months ago when I signed, like, I was working a full-time job, a part-time job, as well as doing sort of 2-3 nights a week of football as well. Never really had time to see my friends much. Never had a lot of time to do a lot of stuff sort of with my family. So I think, you know, working as much as I did to sort of fund my football meant that I was having to sacrifice like social time and sort of just me time as well. So, you know, I think you do sacrifice a lot, but it's definitely worth it in the end, because like now I'm sort of, especially after training, I don't know what to do with myself anymore. I've got all this time to do things and sort of see my friends now. I think it's definitely worth it, like worth a sacrifice, and especially sort of I've been lucky to be around friends who don't push me. If I say, look, I can't come out with you, they're like, oh yeah, that's fine, like you've got training the next day. So I think I've been lucky to be around people who have always supported me in football.
Hi, my name is Emily. I'm 16 years old, and I wanted to know, how do you recover from an injury to reach the same level you were at before you got injured?
Any injury, depending on what it is tough mentally, as well as physically. You know, I broke my leg in April, and you know, it was very tough mentally coming in. I was in all throughout the summer by myself, rehabbing. But I just think the love of the game and knowing I've still got so much to give, that pushes me to strive to get back up to the level that I was at. I've obviously got an exciting year ahead with club and country, so I think that just makes you push harder than you ever would. And yeah, injuries are always tough, but you've just got to have the right people around you to support you and look after yourself mentally as well as physically. I think that's really important.
Good answer.
Hi, my name is Sophie and I'm 14 years old. I would like to know, how do you manage your stress before and during important matches?
How do I handle stress? I think a lot of it is, I don't.
You tweet.
Yeah, you tweet and you just move on. No, I think a lot of it is visualization, breathing, remembering things you've done well, and just getting back to like what got you to the opportunity you're at right now. I think before big games, if I'm ever nervous or stressed, I think it's more, I remind myself like how lucky I am to get the opportunity to play, and just do something that I know brings me so much joy. So if you remember that type of striving to get joy instead of like managing the stress, you kind of ignore most of the stress and instead focus on more of a positive approach to the game.
Hi, my name is Casey. I'm 16 years old and I wanted to know, what is your one best piece of advice for young players who want to be professionals?
I think my advice for young players who want to be professionals is never give up, and the opportunities there, the women's game's growing, and like I've only just come into the professional world like 18 months ago, 2 years ago, and Fernie will tell you, like when she broke through, it was a lot different to how I've got it now. So in 10 more years, it's going to be even differenter. And I think if you work hard and you're dedicated, the opportunity is there, and it's just down to you. And with a bit of luck, hopefully as many of you young girls can make it.
All right, Bo, so this is just a little question from me to you. Obviously, you're a local girl. What do you think it means to like represent the club?
I think for me to represent the club is, at the end of the day, I'm a fan and I support the club. So I want Liverpool men to win every week. I want the 18 boys, the 18 girls to win every week. I want us to win every week. I think I'm just a big Liverpool fan, and I think for me to represent it and for other people to represent the club, people realise how big of a club Liverpool really is. Like, it's worldwide. For me, it's an honour and a dream come true, because this is what I wished for from when I was first kicking a ball, and from when I can remember is I wanted to play for Liverpool.
You were saying earlier on, over the last 18 months, you've broken your attitude, the work rate, determination. You know, what does it take for you to, over that 18 months, to get where you are now? Has there been a big shift from being in the 21s, being in the youth, to breaking through? What would you say has been the...
I signed for Liverpool when I was 8, and I think when I was about 9 or 10, and I realised that there was a women's first team and fans went and watched, and it's not always just going to Anfield to watch the men. I was going to Widnes to watch the women's team as well. That's when I was saying, I'm going to play football, I'm going to be a professional. Like, you'd do tasks when you was younger, wouldn't you? What do you want to be when you're older? And I'd just draw a blonde girl. Maybe not as good drawing, as good looking as me. I'm only messing. I'm only messing.
Someone pop that bubble.
But and like, I would just draw me with a football, and my mum still got like loads of the stuff from when I was a kid, just saying I only want to play football. Like the determination though that I've obviously and commitments I've had to do over the years. I was 8 and we trained 3 nights a week for 2 hours, and I've done that right the way through, all the way to the professional where we train near enough every day. Now we get 1 or 2 days off a week. I think that's a big part of it. From behalf of all of us, thanks to our international academies for your questions, and good luck in the future.